All right. Hey, everyone. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Sciver, trying to fix my camera here and trying to figure out how to do this. Welcome to... That sucks, too. Everything is, like I said, like I always say, everything is always difficult. But let's see if we can get this to work. Okay, that's not so bad. We could do that. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver, and I am currently juggling my desk here to try to get myself in position to do the first ever members-only chat. In other words, I think only members are in here. I had to figure out how to do that. It took a little while. But yeah, this is this is only for members. This is those of you who have been so kind as to subscribe to my channel and become full-time supporters, or at least monthly supporters. You can change your mind whenever you want to. You can change your mind and decide not to be a part of this channel, but I hope that you will stay. I hope that you'll choose to stay. Magnificent. Refresh. Oh, reconnection. God damn this thing. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're having some, I guess, some difficulties again. But don't worry, we're going to make this work. I just, I woke up this morning with Andrea, and I just said, you know what we can do today? Well, first of all, what I did was I looked at YouTube, and I saw that Jeremy had gone to see It too, and he said, I have a non-spoiler review of It too. He said, I have comments about it, and I went, oh yeah, It too is out. I said, you know what's great is Ava is in preschool. So Ava's gone. If we want to go out, we can go out. We can go to the movies. And Andrea said we could. I said, yeah. Look, if she gets home at 3:30, we could catch an... Why is my hat... Oh, this hat is always crooked. I'm going to be bald today. I'll be bald. Yesterday, you saw my glorious wig and my hair, and that was fun. So we said, look, we can go to a noon movie, and we can probably get home in time to pick up Ava off the bus at 3:30. That'll work. That'll be okay. Hey, Zach is here. Your hat is a death threat. I took it off. You're right. And Hail Caesar says, Black Daddy, good afternoon, brother. Hail War Campaign. Hail to you all. Thank you for being here. So, Andrea will not go see movies with me. She just won't do it. I don't know why. She won't go see horror movies with me, I should say. She doesn't really want to see horror movies. I sat her down and tricked her into watching about 15 minutes of the first It movie the other day. I put it on. I said, oh, just watch it. It's like Stand By Me, but with evil clowns. You like Stand By Me. If you like Stand By Me, you're going to like It, at least It 1. And she did. She sat down, she watched some of it, and then we kind of fell asleep. And it was, I'd seen it before. I think I liked it. I think I liked the first one. Honestly, I really liked the TV movie. Almost like 75% of the TV movie. I think I prefer it. I just think it was a better film. But It 1 was okay. So I said, let's just go see It 2. I don't want to go alone. I said, look, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers is going to the movies. He's out there seeing movies. He's out there like doing reviews of movies. And I can't just not go to the movies. And here's the thing. I don't want to go by myself. I need to go with you. So you need to come see all the dumb movies that I want to see. She agreed to that. And we went to go see It at noon. It too. Something is wrong with Hollywood. I know that's broadly my attitude about everything right now. Something is wrong with Hollywood. Something is goofy about Hollywood. It has absolutely no heart. It is full of dimwits who have no creativity whatsoever, who order around actual creative people who actually do the special effects and things like that. So we've got plenty of creative, talented people who do special effects. What we have lost is we've lost people who actually have heart and know what storytelling is about. We have weirdos with slick back hair, with expensive sunglasses on cell phones talking about doing lunch. That's what runs Hollywood right now, and you can see it in these movies. It too is a piece of shit. Shit 2. Shit part 2. It was a piece of garbage, and I gotta tell you, I don't even know. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna go to a movie and actually be scared. I'm willing to be scared. I'm willing to suspend disbelief. I want to go to a good horror movie. I want to be worried. I saw Blair Witch. I was worried. Blair Witch scared me. Blair Witch was a scary movie. Why was it a scary movie? Because it was. Here's why. Because I actually cared. I cared about those people who were going into the woods. I cared about them, and I spent so much time getting to know them. I spent a lot of time, worried about them, cheering them on, interested in what they were trying to do, and those moments of me worried about them, caring about them, were punctuated with occasional moments of dread and scares. I didn't know when the scares were coming. And by the way, the scares left most of it to my imagination. I'm still not quite sure what Blair Witch Project was all about. Still not sure what it was. But that's what made it so scary. The unknown is scary. Filling in the blanks with your brain is scary, with your imagination. That's scary. That Hollywood doesn't understand that. Hollywood gets a bunch of people together, and they say, okay, we just have to throw a whole lot of shit at this. And just, what's scary to you? What would be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if a little boy's severed head grew spider legs and started attacking everyone? And while this little boy's severed head grew spider legs and started attacking everyone, if the guys who were being attacked, the adults, made funny quips and made jokes about it, occasionally screamed, but they were funny and they were kind of ha ha ha. There's just moments of levity during these stupid special effects, jump scares. That's what It 2 is. It never lets up. It's one stupid thing after the next. The movie opens up with the biggest bullshit SJW thing I've ever seen. And you think when you see it, you're like, oh man, okay. Let me explain. The movie opens up at a carnival, okay, and it's 20 years or it's 27 years after we've seen the kids. We saw those kids. We were worried about those kids. They apparently thought they beat the clown in 1989. They didn't beat the clown in 1989. He's back. The clown's back. So it opens up and you see a guy playing a game, a creepy-looking guy playing one of these carnival games, and he wins the prize. He's pissing into a clown's mouth with one of those, guns. He blows up the balloon or whatever it is. He wins the prize, and he gives the prize to a little girl. And he says, "Thanks for letting me win." And the little girl's grateful for the prize. And then a guy comes up to him and just goes, "Hey, whatever, let's go over here." Turns out they're a gay couple. And they make out or whatever. They give each other a little kiss. And at some point, you're aware that one of them is an asthmatic. He's got an asthma inhaler. He has to puff on the inhaler. I'm an asthmatic too, so I see that. I see that inhaler, and I'm like, okay, this guy is probably, I think, Stanley. Now, Stanley, as a little kid, had asthma, and it was a big part of the book. Now, in the TV show, he actually used the inhaler as a weapon against the clown. He goes, "This is battery acid," at the clown. And the clown, I don't know, was hurt or pretended to be hurt. So we see this guy, he's got an asthma inhaler, and we assume that this gay guy is Stanley now, grown up, he's got a boyfriend. And they're walking around together, arm in arm, talking about how wonderful it is to be at this horrible carnival. Carnivals are all horrible, by the way. When they come to your local carnival, I don't know what it is. They're just not as fun as they're meant to be. So I see them and I just feel sad. But all of a sudden, this ugly little white trash kid with herpes on his mouth, like herpetic sores, comes up and starts going, "What's so romantic?" And starts like, these guys are older guys. This kid must be 13 years old, and he's going to go up and he's going to say some homophobic shit to these gay guys who are much bigger than him. And they're like, "Okay, just walk away, just walk away." They walk away, and then there's a whole crowd, there's a whole team up of homophobes who are like, "Hey," and calling them names. And I can't remember what it is, but one of the gay guys goes, they go, "Why don't you get out of here? Get out of this town, FAGGOTs." Can you spell? And they're like, okay, we're going to leave. But before we do, did Meg Ryan lend you her wig or something stupid? Like, just walk away from these guys. So they're trying to leave. And of course, the homophobic gang gay bashes the living hell out of them. I mean, there's this one that one little 13-year-old kid is there cheering it on. There are like 4 other big guys, and they literally beat the holy hell out of this gay couple mercilessly. Way worse in a town where there are people around. There are no police around. I don't understand. They're right on this bridge. The carnival's right over there. It's only a few yards away, and they're allowing a literal gay bashing that verges on, and it becomes actual attempted murder. When one of the gay bashers picks up the gay guy and throws him over the bridge into the water. What world does Stephen King live in where this kind of shit happens? And I'm like, oh my God. Okay, so in the original book, Stanley, I think it was Stanley, one of them, and I couldn't remember which one, but one of them kills themselves. Like, because he'd rather die than have to confront the clown again. He commits suicide. All the adults are supposed to get back together again and fight this clown one more time. And I said, so did they do this instead of the suicide? Like, what is this all about? And so anyway, the guy gets thrown into the water. His boyfriend goes running down. Oh my goodness. And he's trying to save him from the water. And then he sees a clown. He sees the clown pull the guy out of the water. Hey, give me your hand. And then just bite his heart out. Just bite the gay guy's heart out. And the guy's like, oh no. And then it just says all these, like 100,000 balloons come out from under the bridge. Not just one, 100,000 goddamn red balloons. And I said, well, that was really something. I hated the 100,000 red balloons. But I was like, okay, so is that, so this whole thing here, did they replace the scene, the suicide scene with this? Hey, I got news for you. You know what that whole scene meant? Absolutely nothing. It had nothing to do with the rest of the story. Why was this guy an asthmatic when it was such an important thing that, Stanley was an asthmatic? Why was this guy an asthmatic too? It was so weird. It was just so unnecessary, and it was so distracting. And the cruelty of Stephen King, the weirdness of Stephen King. Stephen King lives in a world where, like, gays are mercilessly bashed in front of everyone. Stephen King lives in a world where, like, it's commonplace for fathers to have sex with their daughters. Stephen King lives in a world where 7 boys and 1 little girl, age 12, have sex together. It's a gangbang, and he describes it vividly in the book itself. There's something wrong with Stephen King. There's definitely something wrong with this guy. I don't know what it is. One day we might find out, but there is something wrong with Stephen King. So, just the cruelty of this. Poor Bev, Beverly in the book, her husband gets his belt off. Like, men are brutal and merciless, cruel beasts to their women. It's really uncomfortable. Stephen King does this a lot. When you read his books, they're full of hillbillies beating women, beating gays, beating black people. It's disturbing. So that aside, and that was the good part of the movie, by the way. Stuff that I'm describing was actual stuff that was like, okay, well, at least that isn't, like, weird. All right, it's uncomfortable, it's weird, it's hard to sit through, it's hard to watch, and it just paints this picture of utter brutality in Stephen King's mind. So they all get back together again. And this is what I'm talking about, horror. I really want, when it comes to horror movies, I almost want you to tell, not show. I almost want it to be reversed. I don't want to see as much as you would, in a comic book. I want to imagine. And so they all get together again. They're in a Chinese restaurant. And there is, Frank Valera says, my wife beats me like that. I hope not. They're in a Chinese restaurant, and there's a great moment. They're all catching up, but they're way too noisy. Whoever made this movie, I swear to God, it's just like ADD. Like, I just wanted to be like, all of you, shut up. They're all really hyperactive. They're all talking about how, I fucked your mom, blah, blah, blah. Calm down, everyone. Settle down. We're having Chinese food. Now, a really good, scary moment happens that gets ruined. Because, of course, as it turns out, one of them that was supposed to be there, and I think it is Stanley. I get their names confused now. But one of them that was kind of a coward in the original book, the one that was kind of afraid, he decides to end his own life rather than come to the Chinese dinner, come back to Derry and fight the clown again. I don't believe but he sits there and he doesn't show up. And they don't realize that he's dead. They don't realize that he's dead. Well, one of them does, and I'll get to that in a minute. One of them realizes he's dead. And they sit down and they open up. One of them opens up their Chinese food, their fortune cookie. And inside the fortune cookie is just the word could. And that's weird. My fortune just says could. They all open up their fortune cookies and they all have different words on them, just one word. They're trying to figure out like what it spells, trying to rearrange the letters. And then they realize that Stanley's empty seat has a fortune cookie in it. They open it and it's Stanley's name. And they assemble the messages, the words together and figure out that it says, looks like Stanley could not cut it or something like that. And that's creepy. Okay, so that right there is creepy. That's all I need to say. Instead of just ending the scene on that like kind of chill, that little chill, they go, the other fortune cookies in the bowl start to crack with weird baby-headed worm monsters and eyeballs that slither across the table. And then just monsters happen everywhere. There's severed heads in the fish tank all of a sudden. Until, one of them picks up a chair and starts smashing the hell out of the restaurant. And then the waitress comes in and goes, "Is everything okay?" As he's smashing his chair against the table. And they go, "Check, please." Ha ha ha. And that's that. Now, here's the thing. Here's what really bothered me and Andrea. Beverly says, I knew Stanley died that way. Or I knew he died that way. I knew he killed himself. Because I seen it. And I seen how all of us are going to die. I saw how all of us are going to die. And she said, we've got to go do this. They said, well, maybe we should go home and come back in 27 years. And she says, none of us are going to make it 27 years. None of us are going to make it past 20 years. At no time does Beverly decide that she needs to tell people when they're going to die. If your friend knew that you were going to die or how you were going to die, you don't want to tell people that. You're going into a sewer to fight the clown. You don't want to tell people. Beverly didn't know. One of them dies in the sewer. You don't want to tell him. God, that was weird. The whole movie is weird. The whole movie's really weird. And then after they're done beating the clown, and by the way they finally beat the clown is stupid, but it's better than the TV show. The TV show was ridiculous. It was such a letdown. And by the way, the whole movie makes a joke about how bad the book was and how bad the movie was. The ending, the ending of it. That's a whole joke. At the end of it, they've just witnessed this creature, this supernatural creature that has murdered children for centuries. They've just beaten him. It's cost them the lives of two of their close friends. They've managed to escape. They're in the water together, hugging each other, laughing, and having a good time. Having a good time, making out underwater. There's a weird Aquaman scene where two of them make out underwater for 3 minutes. I really hate, the entirety of the movie is just one, there's no time to breathe. It's one stupid CGI jump scare to the next. Jonathan Van Hertem, thanks for $20, says, it's like you were in a band called Comicsgate. You were the lead singer, lead guitarist, and write all the music, and the band breaks up and think it has a chance without you. Good luck to Doug and Mike and Ed when they will need it. Well, Yeah, that scene was out of place, right, Maddie? So, all right, so that's... Anyway, we left a little bit early because we wanted to make sure that we got home in time to get Ava off the bus. It was a 20-minute ride to the theater. We left right when, Bill was writing the end. You see that he's writing the end of his book on the screen. And then, Mike calls up. Here's one thing that I did like. So we didn't see the very end of the movie. We just left. We figured we'd seen the end of the movie. Okay, so we left a little earlier. The one thing that both of us liked, that we commented on each other, that seemed really true to life, is that these people all became kind of embittered adults. They all had problems of their own as they moved away from Derry. They hadn't seen each other since they were kids. It's not like they grew into adulthood together, right? Once they got back together again, all of them started acting like 12-year-olds together. You know, it's like they all regressed back to 12 years old in the way they dealt with each other and the way they approached life. You know, Bill found his bike, Hi-Ho Silver. He's riding around this old bike. He buys it back from Stephen King, who actually was pretty funny. You know, he had a little cameo, and that was very funny. But I like the idea, and I think this is true. If you have close friends, you know, from your childhood that you haven't seen in a long time, you know, once you get back to them again, you're going to kind of reassume those roles. You know, whatever the roles were that you played as kids, however you behaved towards each other, that's what you're going to want to do. If I went back to Merchantville, New Jersey and saw the Timpanellis, I'd want to play Dungeons and Dragons with them. I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons since I was 11, but I would want to play Dungeons and Dragons with them. I don't know if I'd want to do the shopping cart thing, though, where we did shopping cart jousting with metal baseball bats. I'm not sure I'm up for that. Kay Brady says, absolute shit. Peephole Circus says, I like frogs. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad you like frogs. So that's the thing. I decided, you know, look, we're going to go to movies. You know, we're going to actually go see some more movies together, which I'm looking forward to. And I said, you know, the whole time that I was sitting there thinking I could go to the movies today and you can come with me, I was just thinking, well, I'll go see it because that's what Jeremy saw. And I didn't see Jeremy's review yet or his thoughts about it. I'm terrified that Jeremy liked it because it sucked. And it was a heartless, sucky, cruel movie obsessed with cruelty, obsessed with special effects, characters who didn't believe the circumstances that they found themselves in. I mean, Bill Hader was very funny. You know, he was very funny in the movie, but there's no way. And none of them believed what was going on. You know, that's the thing. Chris Clark says, very disappointed they didn't include the child orgy scene. 1 star. Yeah, where was that? How come that got edited out, you know? Adrian Stone says, drive-in movies? Yeah, but I want to go see the Quentin Tarantino movie. And I'm going to go see that tomorrow, if possible. You know. Got to go see Quentin Tarantino. So it's 5:12 p.m. over here at 6:30, I believe. 6:30. Cyberfrog Blood Honey is going to be delivered. 6:30 tonight. I'm very, very excited. And I've gotten messages on my Indiegogo campaign from people saying, I give up. I don't think we're ever going to get the book. The book is going to be here in 1 hour and 15 minutes. And I cannot wait. Jay Hamilton says, who did Bill Hader play? He played the Richie. I remember that because I remember Beep Beep Richie. You know. Beep Beep Richie. They didn't do Beep Beep as much as they did in the, you know, on the TV show. Or in the book, you know. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, it's going to be a good day. Tomorrow, I do want to see... hi, you okay? Oh, you printed something out? Okay. Yeah, this is the community printer behind me, I guess. All right, so... I totally lost my frame of thought. Delivered at night by a Teamster? You could say that. Yes. Sort of. Chris, I'm going to answer your questions now. So this is just us. I don't know if other people can see this video. I don't know what's going on. This seems to be... I wanted this to be members only. But what it says to do is make it so only members can comment and then go live. And that sends a message out only to members. I don't know how that works. Or maybe not. Jiri Panchik, thank you for... let's see. Money to Starblades. I like that. Please donate to Starblades, he says. That's a good thing. Let's see. Trackfield says, wait, you're mailing all those cyberfrogs out yourself? Yikes. You know what? I'll explain things to you pretty soon. And once you guys actually get a little bit more of an explanation, I think things will be enlightened to you. I think things will be made clear. A light bulb will go off. Low Res Boy says, you were going beep beep BVS. Oh yeah. I want to see I really want to see the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood movie badly. That's the only movie I really want to see. I went to go see it just because I figured I figured I needed to see that. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is probably the only movie of 2019 that I actually really want to see. And everybody gave it good reviews and stuff. And I don't know if I would review it, but I definitely do need to see it. I guess I'll talk about it. Charlie's London says, Ethan, my foster daughter finished her Cyberfrog drawing today. I'm going to post it tomorrow. She's so excited for you to have it. Oh, thanks. Oh, that's great. People Circus says, let's see. Oh, Zebulon Pike says, when do we get our members only jackets? And we still have those in Jersey. Johnny Dollar says, can we get members only jackets? I think we should do that. I think we should make jackets. I think, like, if you stay for a year, we should have jackets that go out. Just cheap, like, garbage jackets that say Comic Artist Pro Secrets in the back. Yeah. It was excellent, Caesar, says Terry. That's good to know. That's everything, everything that I've heard about it has been complimentary. Johnny Dollar says it's awesome. Yeah, I'll go out and see it. I don't know if it's still in theaters. I hope it is. Things go straight from theaters to to cable so quickly now, to pay-per-view. Chris Clark says, Uncle Ethan, please review a Serbian film. Well, I've never heard of that. A Serbian film, huh? I'll have Andrea rent that and watch it with the kids. Serbian film. That's one of the most grotesque films of all time, a Serbian film. So you've got, you can't, I'm not that much of a boomer. Bobby Sharp says, I received a Harris Comics Cyberfrog yesterday. Oh, that's good. Jackie Meyer says, are you going to live sign some books tonight? Yeah, I might. I'm not going to. Here's the thing. I'm only getting a few of them tonight. The crates and everything, I'm going to probably do that tomorrow. But I asked for a crate of them, a small crate of them, to be delivered to me today overnight, which is going to be pretty exciting. There's a fly in here. It's driving me absolutely nuts. That's what happens. There's a door over there that leads out, like up and out to the hot tub. And then, if it gets, I don't know, I open it and a fly will come in. It's horrendous and I can't get rid of it. El Gargoyle hates that movie, a Serbian film. Jay Hamilton says, don't do that with Andrea. How come you guys know about a Serbian film? I guess that movie is kind of, getting out there a little bit more. It was kind of buried in the hype. It came out around the same time, or people were talking about it around the same time as, Human Centipede, and it is. I wouldn't see it. I don't want it in my heart. Like, that's the problem. I saw a movie called Necromancer 3, I think it was, when I was 22 years old. Necromancer 3, somebody sent me a VHS tape of it, and it was or Necromantic. It was called Necromantic. That's what it was, with a K at the end. And it was just a weird, foreign-y European softcore porno about necrophilia, and it was like lemon for the eye. It was like sucking lemons visually. I would describe that as. Zebulon Pike says The Witch and Suspiria are great films. I don't think I've seen either of them. Wait, it's VV Witch? Is that the movie where is that kind of recent? Is that from like 4 or 5 years ago? Because I think I did see that. And that was really, really good. It's like kind of new, right? Yeah. People used to send me disgusting movies all the time. Necromantic is a great band. Hey, Alec Heidel. So how many people are in here? Oh, it just says top chat. How does this work? Live chat? If I do live chat. Yeah, live chat. And, still, everyone's a member. So it looks like it's members only. Yeah. Hold on a second here. The Witch 2015 was awesome. That's the movie I'm thinking of. But you're talking about something called VV Itch. The Witch, but made up of 2 V's. That's interesting. Last Crusader says, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is disgusting. Funny and cool, but parts are deeply flawed and disturbed. Uh-oh. That sounds like a Quentin Tarantino movie to me. Goodness sakes. Uncle Ethan, please review Thumb Wars for the High Council. It's better than The Last Jedi. Where do I see Thumb Wars? Fonduo says, Ethan, dirty movie stash. No. Those are VHS tapes. People, back when I lived alone, I had a lot of friends who were into underground movies, and they would send me all kinds of stuff. I think that's where I saw La Blue Girl. Somebody sent me La Blue Girl. I was like, what is this? Oh, it's animated. It's anime porn. I was like, what, are you kidding me? And I watched it, and look, I think it's a case of when you've seen one of those, you've seen them all. I mean, I was intrigued by it. I'll be honest with you, but I have not watched another one since. It was enough for me. Mr. CPU says, I can't back anything at $75 for Graveyard Shift because the first editions have that stupid matching cover design, and the second edition won't. Fix this. Well, that's John Malin's thing. I can't fix it. John Malin's making these choices. Soberfrog says, it says 911 watching, so yeah, normies can see it, but they can't, I guess they can't comment on it. Adrian Stone says, non-members can see, only members can chat. I don't know, Adrian, is there a way that we can make it just for members exclusively? Adrian told me how to do this. He sent me the link. And yeah, it just, it says members only chat, and I guess that's the thing. But I would like to do a video invite that only gets sent out to members. Make it even better. Yeah. Tentacles. Yeah, it's a lot of tentacles. I don't get the Japanese people wanting to penetrate these cartoon women with everything except for their penises. I mean, that's what it is. It's just that, why not? Why wouldn't it just be sex? No, it's horrible. It's women being penetrated in every orifice by the worst monsters imaginable. Why? New member, hey, Finrock, thanks for joining the channel. I appreciate you. Mr. CPU says, I know a Serbian film from the internet box. I read a bunch of reviews about it. People said it was the ugliest movie ever made. And I read a synopsis of it. And I have to tell you, I don't want that in my head. I never want to see that movie. Ever. I never want to see it. There's some things that you see that like damage your soul. That movie would hurt my soul. I couldn't do it. It'd be awful. Wonder Girl 60 says, ask also Gary B. Is that what you're saying, Wonder Girl? I'm not sure. Soberfrog says F non-members. Well, not F non-members, but Chris Stanley says, I love to chat. Don't you see? Don't you? Yeah, Panda says, let's bring back members only jackets. TPQ 1969 says, you see one, you want to see them all. Oh, you mean that? No, I don't think so. When it comes to that anime, the X-rated anime, I don't know. I don't think I need to see any more of that. It's all going to look kind of the same. Night Seaver says that demon had like 8 penises. Yeah, well, did it? I just remember tentacles. Ponduo says Americans want to penetrate with lightsabers. That's weird. It's they do it because normal porn is illegal in Japan. It is? Is this? I mean, is this the answer, Japan? Is this what you want? Like, there are consequences to laws like that. There are consequences to censorship. You want to make it so that normal porn is illegal in Japan, and this is what you get as a response. You get filth and degeneracy. It doesn't make it any better. It's not better. It's probably healthier to watch, normal people, engaging in the act of love, just people, rather than people, women being penetrated by foreign objects. Probably better, against their will, I might add. And all of these movies are rape. I mean, that movie was it was a cartoon rape movie. They didn't want that. They were like, oh no, I don't want to be fucked by the monster. And I was like, whoa. She said, no, monster. Those tentacles. No means no. I've never seen 2 girls, 1 cup. I never went for that either. I don't want this stuff in my head. Adrian Stone says, there is a way. You need to post a link to an unlisted stream to a members-only community post on your channel page. Oh! Members-only community post. Oh, okay. That's what I need to do. Well, we'll do it. We'll do it next time. I'm going to do more of these than just monthly. I'll probably do more than one a month just because I know how. And sometimes I just want to talk nonsense. Alec Heidel said, in terms of a film that kind of spooked me, 1408, both endings. Yeah, that was a good movie. That actually was a pretty spooky movie. We're getting close to Halloween. It's time to watch horror movies. It's time to break out the horror movies and enjoy them. 1408 was good. There was a trailer for the new Harley Quinn movie in front of the It movie. Harley Quinn Emancipated, the emancipation of Harley Quinn. I couldn't possibly be more bored. Sketch Therapy says non-members are all possible future members. Comic Artist Pro Secrets, we hail them. That's true as well. Yeah. We love everyone. We love everyone. It's just that I want to make sure that you guys who are joining the channel get your money's worth. I want you guys to make sure that you guys there's something that's exclusively for you. Angela Richter says this definitely makes me better than everyone else. And Vasan Kasai says, he always talks nonsense, especially last night. Last night was one of the best live streams I've done in a long time. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's like 4.5 hours long. And Andrea watched it all. But yeah, Wenger and Cecil and me. Quality stuff. That was great. Let's see. Drunk. Do every episode of Star Wars Resistance drunk. Yeah. The Shining commentary live stream. I would do that. I love The Shining. The other thing about it is that they're doing the sequel, Dr. Sleep, which is Danny all grown up, And I have to say, I tried to read the book and I found it to be belligerent. I found that it assaulted my senses and my ideas of these characters and where they were going. So they made it into a movie. I guess I'm going to go see it. The thing about it is that all it is, you're watching the movie and you're like, I don't like most of this stuff. I like it when they recreate scenes from The Shining, though. I like seeing the elevator again. I like seeing, here's Johnny. That's all cool. I like the idea of them as adults going back to the hotel. As Danny and he's got a black girl who's got The Shining. They go to the hotel. I wonder if she's related. No, she wouldn't be related to that other guy. She's too young. But yeah, it looks it looks okay. The stuff where they go back to the hotel, it's all boarded up and old. That looks kind of neat. I do want to see it. Wanger is funny as hell. Wanger's wig for the win. Yeah, wigs do make it bad. Kenny Jones, thanks for $5. EVS, you, Wanger, and Cecil made me laugh so hard last night. Any chance we can get a weekly show in the future with you guys? Yeah. Well, Cecil's always live streaming. Cecil's really good about coming on when he's invited. I think Wenger had a good time too. Here's the thing. I mean, there's no shortage of extremely talented, funny people who are also characters in Comicsgate. That's what I said last night. I was like, you lose Nasser. People didn't want Nasser around anyway, but you lose Nasser and you just find Wenger. I mean, I would give 20 Nassers for one single Wenger, That guy's hilarious. So yeah, I mean, Wanger's going to be a newbie. I think he's going to be on. I'm going to try to build up a new kind of cast of regulars for Comicsgate, especially since look, Cyberfrog's getting fulfilled. I'm going to be doing a new thing. I'm going to have some new campaigns up, and that means we have to promote the campaigns. We're going to need some more stuff. We're going to need some more people in here. People Circus says Andy from Shawshank did the books for an actual Nazi murderer and that pupil. Is that right? It's interesting. A little crossover there. Let's see. We lost the worst, gaining the best now. Let's see. I would like to see... Eric Rodwin Gordon says, I would love to see a lot less Cecil. Really? Oh, I think Cecil's great. Horace Cock Johnson, thanks for $5, says, EBS, there is a movie out called Summer of '84. It looks like a mix between Rear Window and The Goonies. You should check out the trailer. Summer of '84. Okay. I will do that. If I were on, if we were doing this not on OBS, I would do that right now. Andrew Venables says, can we get to 300 likes? Here, anything is possible. That'd be great. Panda says, what happened to Nasser? Nasser got into all these fights with people. Nasser decided that first he was he was a big fan of Malin. Then he hated Malin. All of a sudden, I don't understand what happened between him and John Malin. He used to be like Malin Militia, like every time I saw him, and I thought that was kind of sweet. Then he turned viciously on John Malin. He decided that he hated Tug and thought Tug was a liar and a scumbag. He hated Donald DeLay most of all, and he decided that what he wanted to do was take the 50% of the character that he was working on with Donald DeLay and just offer it up for open sale, like as a way to say F you to Donald. Donald was good enough. He created Brutus the Badass. He said, you know what? You're going to be writing it, and I'll draw it, and I'm going to share it with you. You're going to have 50% of the character. Big mistake. Don't give Nasser Rabadi anything, control of anything. And so that's kind of what happened. Nasser, the minute he had bad feelings about Donald DeLay, he went out there and he got on Twitter. And it was the funniest shit I've ever seen, honestly. It was so Nasser. It was such an asshole thing to do. And he offered it up for open sale. And then, of course, John Delarose put in a bid for it, which would have forced Donald DeLay to work with John Delarose. It was trolling. I mean, it was pretty bad, but it was, have to admit, it was pretty effective. And, Nasser was calling me up. He was saying War Campaign was bothering him, but he was also saying, look, nobody takes me seriously. When you have me on your streams, you barely promote me. And I just want to be taken seriously. I said, it's hard to take you seriously, Nasser. What do you want from me? You come on the show and you act like this. Why do I have to take you seriously? This is what I would like to ask. Why am I the one that has to take you seriously? Why does everybody else get to treat you as they find you and I have to take you seriously? That's the problem with being perceived as being the head of something. Being at the forefront of something, being the facilitator of something. People want to be treated differently by you. You have to respect people that are clowns, or else they get very upset. Anyway, Nasser kind of blew up and left, and it's fine. Jay Hamilton says, Malin is too manly for Nasser. Well, yes. John Malin is cool and calm and collected. I am not. I find it difficult to humor fools. I do it, but I find it difficult. John Malin always humors everyone. He's calm, he's kind, and he's always right. If John Malin's quick assumption, John Malin's quick assessment of a situation is 100% accurate every single time. And he blew up at Nasser. Somebody should actually clip that moment where John Malin screams at Nasser like nothing I've ever heard John do. I've never heard John say "fuck you." I've never heard that before. Well, he did. That was the thing. So it was something else. Nasser had to go. Welcome new member Micah D2. Appreciate you. Welcome new member Ian Malcolm is Michael Crichton. Great to have you both here. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Frank Valero says, Ethan, put me on the stream. You can watch me cry and eat noodles. That's a thought. Emotionally exhausted says, Nasser would have probably spent a solid hour criticizing Wenger for not having a more realistic wig. And the chat would have spent that same hour refunding his latest crappy book. That's what it was. That was the show. Grim Jim says, conflicts of personality and pressure. Pressure of lots of folks talking and such, I suppose. Poor guys. Yeah, look, it's not easy to do this, I guess. What am I talking about? It is easy to do this. This isn't hard. It's not hard work. It's not hard work to get along with people. It should be easy. I say this a lot. I'm just like, look, guys, how difficult is it? Like, don't let Ethan turn on you. I'm not going to turn on anyone as long as they just want to be team players. They want to help other people. They want to, support one another, the fandom, and support, their fellow creators. We're going to get along just great. It's when ego starts to enter into it. And that's when things get bad. All right. So a lot of people saying kick Nasser. Terry says JDA is bitch made. Right. Charlie Barrett says, when Yellow Flash went off on Nasser, it was funny as hell. Raging Goblin says, I remember him being promoted incessantly. Yeah, I think I did. I think that's what I tried to do. 30 Robin says, you gave Nasser the world and he shat in your pool. So that's who did it. Well, look, again, we all have these opportunities, and they are what we make them. I think this new crop of guys who are out right now, who are doing stuff, Wenger among them with his totally awesome book, Super Harem, all these guys, look, they have the right attitudes. They're going to succeed at their own level. And what I love about it is, not everybody is going to make $70,000. Not everybody's going to make $100,000. These guys get excited when they make $13,000 because that's an incredible success, considering that they were only looking for $2,000. These guys are all succeeding way past their own expectations, and then they're out there working hard to promote Comicsgate, promote each other, and build this up. And this is the thing: we all, we can raise the tide together. It's kind of nice. Albert Stoddard says, I wanted to take Nasser seriously, but part of me just couldn't. And by part of me, I mean 100% of me. Last Crusader says, Nasser got away with a lot because of his age and weird demeanor. I loved him. I loved Nasser. He was a challenge, but I definitely loved him. Let's see. Kay Brady says, I'm still trying to figure out how anyone could hate Donald. Dude seems like a great guy. Donald is a great guy. He's very loyal. He's hardworking. He does not take shit. When SJWs come after him, he tells them what's what, and he's awesome. John Malin's the same way. I'm proud of both of those guys. Totally awesome. K-Sis says Nasser should have given 50% of his eyebrows to Malin, in my opinion. Yeah. I don't know. Nasser had plenty to spare. I think we should be sharing with each other. Scott Gordon says Uncle Ethan has a great eye for finding entertaining personalities on his stream. Yeah, I give everybody a chance. Some people just emerge. I mean, there are people who are maybe a little bit boring on live streams, and I hear about it. I mean, people say, look, those guys are boring. Their books might be great, but they're boring. Get them out of here. And then some people just instantly become stars. And, I told Wanger, I was like, dude, you're a star. You are a great big star. People love you when you're on. You're funny. Andrea was watching him last night. She was laughing. She loves Wanger. And his name is great, Wanger. How can you know? He sounds like that's the name of a Bill Murray character, My name's Wanger. People Circus says, you think this is all la la happy happy? I'm off to France. Who said la la happy happy? Was that a John Malin line? Because a lot of people have been saying that lately, Red Gay says, just don't be an asshole. It's really that simple. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be good. Unfortunately, not everybody could do that. La la happy pretty, says Soyber Frog. I think that was John Malin's line. New member, welcome Michael Cuervo. Thank you. I appreciate you joining and being a part of this. Is this good? I mean, how many people are in here? How many members are watching right now? Did I get a good cross-section of members? Because I wanted to do it around 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That way, it's still early enough in England, and it's okay on, where I'm at, and it's lunchtime-ish. I think 5:00 is a good time to do these member streams. I think it gets everybody in here. Laserfans Toy Junk says, I think you missed my super chat, but I'm not going to say anything about it. Shit. Let me go get him. I'll go back. I think I missed a bunch of super chats when I was yelling about it. New member, welcome Splendopia. Let me go back and make sure. This is on a member's live stream. You don't want to miss any super chats. That would be super douchey. All right, opening a new window. Let's go through all these. Thank you guys for super chats. It's very kind of you now. Wait, what does this say? Who hates you now? Who wrote this? I can't see. Who are you? Let me refresh this and see if it happens. No, I can't see. It just says, who hates you now? And it was a nice donation, but I can't see who did it. I'm sorry. Maddie Russell, thanks for joining. Jay Solano, thanks for joining. Black Daddy says, Hail Caesar, good afternoon, brother. Hail War Campaign. Inversion is a new member. Do we fund them and how is a new member? Sabrav says, have you watched Alita yet? The answer is no, I haven't. I will watch it. I will. Wackadoo Frog joined. What a great name. Ikari Press says, beating black people is good. Check. I didn't say beating black people is good. Honey Thunder says, listen up, posers. Need EVS and Jeff to make a GL movie. Oh, that'd be nice. K. Brady says absolute shit. People Circus likes frogs. Let's see. Pawn Duo says It audiobook by Uncle E. Sign books live tonight. I'll sign some of them live tonight. I'm gonna show all kinds of pictures, and maybe we'll do. Well, I'm doing a live stream tonight at 9 with Ichibaka. We're gonna talk about his book Disney Star Wars is Dumb, and so we'll also talk about Cyberfrog there as well. All right, Captain Fuckhead, thanks for £1. Finrock is a new member. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Dobbin Mogg says, hey, EVS, I did a morph on Ryan Johnson, lengthened his face a little, and the result was, Ethan, you are my father. It looked like me. Vavi Shar says, check out Commando Ninja on YouTube, 80s love story. Let's see. Modalicious says, it was made illegal to depict a phallus in Japan, so artists improvised. That's really messed up. Then Japan did what Japan do. Octopus, porn, and double DJCT demons. Double-dicked demons. Let's see. Horace Johnson. Let's see. I read that one. Pond Duo. To get your boy Zach on is the real challenge. Zach likes to come on these, but Zach kind of likes to come on the live streams when it's just me and him. When it's a big crowd, he doesn't really enjoy it as much. Zach, here's the thing about live streaming with Zach. Zach's going to dominate the conversation, and you got to be ready for that. So when Zach's on, I just consider it an interview, unless he's just feeling lethargic. But if Zach's on, I'll lead the conversation and then let him talk, because Zach is someone who has a lot of things to say. Not a lot of people do. You see these guys get on these live streams, and they're just dullards. They have nothing to say. Turn off your camera and get off of the live stream if you cannot talk. Zach has a lot of insightful and clever, well thought out arguments, and so you just kind of have to let him run with it. Mattaween says Mike Zero told me Ray's parents are from Derry and abandoned her 27 years ago. Yeah, Honey Thunder says listen here, posers. Nasser was the absolute worst. I didn't feel that way. I liked having Nasser on. I just didn't like him always complaining at me. I was like, you gotta roll with it, Nasser. You gotta roll with this. I can't tell people to stop being mean to you. I can't tell anyone to stop being mean to anyone. Stop it. Micah D2, thanks for $5. Says, not new, but I had to switch a debit card. F Nasser. Also Wenger. Ugh, I'm Irish and trying to take his comments in stride. I know it's good fun, but F him. Was Wenger saying Irish, like anti-Irish stuff? Amateur Ant says, nice, I still get to be in the members stream. And Ballroom Photographer says, great Return of the Jedi setup. Will you get a Slave Leia? Yeah, of course I will. I want a Slave Leia, Michael Cuervo says, La Blue Girl versus Cyberfrog comic confirmed, LOL. No, probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I'm waiting for, I got to get a Boba Fett. These are like $300 though, just the figures. I got Han Solo and Carbonite for Christmas. I bought myself Jabba the Hutt early. There was a waiting list. He came 5 months late. He was supposed to come in October. He ended up coming, I think, in January, which was distressing. I hate when people are late. I hate when you order something, and people say it's going to come like at this point, and then it doesn't come. Can't stand that. The nerve of those people. And then here's Luke Skywalker that I think I bought for myself. That's my favorite version of Luke Skywalker ever. All right. YF, is Yellow Flash here? Yellow Flash. I don't know if Yellow Flash is even a member of the channel. Hold on, I gotta scratch my nose. It's gonna look like I'm picking it. LOL, I enjoyed lunch with Nasser. Nasser would always eat, wouldn't he? I have to scroll back and see if I missed any compelling comments here. Catch up. I love Yellow Flash. Oh, Yellow Flash was saying stuff about Irish people? I don't understand. Carl Hungus says, we're not commies. Malin needs to go out and grow his own caterpillar eyebrows. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. A Panda says, we know all about things being late. Phil RZ28 says, you got a force field over them to keep the dust off, EVS? No, I don't. It just is what it is. I have one of those keyboard like air cans that I'll hit them with every now and then. That's just the way it is. Sketch Therapy says, I only complain if everyone else got theirs but me. Sketch Therapy, I got to send you yours first. I am not going to run into that problem. I found out, by the way, that, I only ordered 6,500 stickers. You know, the stickers. And that was not correct. That was not the correct order that I needed. I needed at least one sticker for every comic ordered, and that's like 17,000. So fortunately, we went back and we were able to buy a bunch more stickers. Otherwise, we'd run out. Just 6,000 stickers. I think there was some confusion that 6,000. They only came with the first order. But no, if you ordered any copy of Cyberfrog Blood Honey, no matter what copy it is, you're getting the sticker, you're getting the bookmark, and you're getting the trading cards. You know, so we had to go back and get a bunch more of those. Oh, Yellow Flash said Lala Happy Pretty. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's what that was. Kenny Jones says, EVS, have you finished Vestige poster yet? Nope, I haven't. I also haven't finished the Jawbreakers God King cover yet. You know, those both have to get done. I have them started. I've got other things. I got a million things on my desk right now, but Jawbreakers has got to come first. And then I told Ro that Vestige would be done October 1st. So that's you know, that's the plan for that. No, I'm closer. Let's see. EVS inhales air cans. I don't really. I think that would be dangerous. Emotionally Exhausted says Nasser would scrape the cheese off his pizza and eat it all at once. It was kind of horrible. Cyborg Valkyrie says, hey, Al Caesar, how's the Human Sunbeam today? Okay, just annoyed with it. I feel like the whole thing about it, too, is that, you know, we walked out of there and Andrea said, that felt like a waste of 3 hours. And I was like, kinda. Like, when you forget, like, I used to go to the movies all the time. I used to go to see the movie, like, everything. I would go see every single movie because I really liked, I'd watch the trailers. I would know what was coming out. I wanted to have an opinion about every movie that I saw. This was when I was in my 20s. And it never felt like a waste of time before. Going to see it, too, was a waste of time. I was like, that's 3 hours that I could have spent doing almost anything else. And I don't feel like I got anything out of that except irritation. Like, my whole thing with it, too, was just, all right, yeah, okay, so there's an old lady and she's going to turn into an old lady monster because she's really the clown, right? Because there's no way that this old lady could just be an old lady. No, of course not. It's nonstop shit. It's nonstop harassment on it, too. Nonstop, it doesn't stop. So everywhere these people go, everyone is the clown. Everything is the clown. I think I'm going to buy a bike. Oh, it's the clown. You know, it's like, oh, I'm going to talk to a little kid. Oh, the little kid is the clown. I'm going to have a Chinese dinner. Oh, the Chinese dinner is the clown. And before you know it, you're just going, it's the clown. Everything is the clown. They can't do anything without having the clown rammed up their asses. It's just the clown all the time. So I expect it now, and I'm going, I'm like, movie, you think you're funny. You think you're being funny right now. You're not being funny. I don't want to watch these people being terrorized like this all the time, nonstop. Give them a break to breathe. And then what the hell? They had the guy. This is another thing that pissed me off. What exactly was Henry's purpose? The punk ass kid who carved the letter H in what's his name's fat flesh, and then he comes out of the pipe. They arrest him for killing his dad. He goes to jail. Then he goes to a mental institution. He's in the mental institution, and a single red balloon floats up. He's excited because he knows the clown is back and it's calling him. The dead body of his friend, this is right in the book, I remember this, gives him his knife back. And then the dead body of his friend helps him escape from the mental institution. And then what? What did he do exactly? What was his purpose? What was his purpose? He failed to have a purpose. I'm tired of it. The whole time I watched that movie, I was like, all right, when is this going to be over? Oh my God. 2 hours and 49 minutes. It could be an hour and 30 minutes. It only needed to be 90 minutes. Alec Heidel says, cannot wait for Cyberfrog. Thanks for all the extras, EVS. Fucking dope. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's going to be cool. I think you guys will like the extras. And here's the thing, like what, 17,000 window cling Cyberfrog stickers are going out? Probably you're going to see one on the road. Just, if you think about it, if people are going to put a window cling sticker on their car, there's 17,000 of them going out there. chances are you'll see one. You'll see one on the road. You'll be like, this is a Cyberfrog fan. It's a Comicsgate. New member, welcome JJ. Thank you for joining, my friend. Appreciate you. Cyborg Valkyrie quotes me as saying they can't do anything without having the clown rammed up their asses. Time for a clown book from War Campaign. New member, Kevin Ryan. Kevin Ryan, thank you for joining, my friend. Appreciate you. Kevin Ryan. Oh, Kevin Ryan. All right. Hey, Kevin. How you doing? I was like, why does your face and your name look familiar? And then I finally remembered who you are. I put context to it. Thank you for the email. I read it several times, and it changed my life. The first email and the second email changed my way of thinking. Hail, Kevin Ryan. How do I get a Cyberfrog window sticker, says Pawn Duo. Did you buy a copy of the book? If you bought a copy of Cyberfrog Blood Honey, you're getting one. You get one for free. Copy of here's the thing about these Indiegogo campaigns. We start them out like it's $25 and people go, oh my gosh, $25, that's crazy. Well, yeah, I guess it would be, but the more successful the campaign is, I like to add little bonuses. So by the time the campaign's over, your $25 is actually buying you an 80-page comic book instead of 48 pages with a chromium cover instead of just a regular cover. Well, at least in the first two campaigns, the team-up cover is not chromium; it's just regular. And you're getting a free sticker. You're getting a foil wrap 2-pack of exclusive Cyberfrog and Salamandroid trading cards, and you are getting a bookmark. So that's what you get, and that way it's like your $25 is actually, you're getting a lot more stuff, than you thought you were going to get. So I'm very, very excited about it. I can't wait. And it's 5:52, and I'm thinking half an hour from now, I will have a Cyberfrog book to show you guys. And that's very exciting. A second here. Okay. I'm psyched. I can't wait. It's going to be great. Spirits Car says you should get John Talks on High Council instead of the token fake geek girls. I don't think any of those girls are fake. I think Mecha Random is really good. And here's the thing. Mecha Random is more of a... she's more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars fan. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, she knows enough about Star Wars. More than anything, she's just really, really good on the air. She's funny. She doesn't talk over people. She has something to say when you call on her. And it's like right now, it's me and Jeff's show. I mean, me and Jeff Hicks from World Class Bullshitters. It's our show. Jeremy is now a guest. So it's like we kind of alternate back and forth between who's running the show. And then, the thing to do is just to have people on there who you can call on. And when you call on someone, when you say, hey, what do you think of this? They need to have something to say. And she does always have something interesting to say. So I really like her. Good stuff. No Cyberfrog condoms? No, I haven't. No plans for Cyberfrog condoms yet. That's an idea, though. What if you could make those? You can make those. You can make Cyberfrog condoms. You can make condoms. I'm pretty sure that's a possibility. Comics Matter with your boys Access. Are they FedExing a book to you? Yes, that is correct. Well, Zach's still here. I appreciate that. Mecca got too whiny for you. I never saw her as whiny. Chris Clark says, Uncle E, bring SC reviews to the High Council. I haven't watched SC reviews. Is he great? Is he terrific? John Talks is pretty great, Yeah. Pawn Duo says Ethan's humbleness is starting to rub off on Jeremy. It is? I haven't noticed that. I have never noticed any humility from Jeremy. Ironic or otherwise. Let's see. Albert Stoddard says, yeah, the ladies of Fandom Menace are great, and it's always good to have varied personalities and ideas. No echo chamber here. Yeah, I just think there should be at least one girl on there. I like that. That works. Let's see. Zach wouldn't miss a dark roast. I know, Zach, how do you like the dark roast banner that Adrian made? That's pretty badass, right? That little bug up there. It's cool. Check this out. Ready? Vampirella ad. That's rad. You got to admit. All right, that's the Vampirella ad. We'll make that go away in a second. And I'm going to show you the Rainbow Brute ad. We're ready to go with Rainbow Brute. Hi. What? You do? Oh, okay. I can get off. Okay, here's Rainbow the Brute. Look at that. Now on Indiegogo. We can't use that yet because it's currently not on Indiegogo. But it will be soon. All right, so there's that. And here's, of course, the other Rainbow the Brute ad. Beautiful. Okay, I got to go. I appreciate you guys being here. Was this too quick? Was it like an hour or so? A little more than an hour? Matt Becker says, Comic Artist Pro Secrets, you are fat. Roasted. Yeah, look at the rainbow. It makes it disappear. Oh, I love that. It's so nice. All right, guys, I got to go because I got to watch Ava. Andrea is going to do, let's see, parent-teacher conference. And then I'll be waiting for my package to arrive. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to go live again tonight with the incredible Ichibaka. Charlie Lungin says, will you have fans on a live stream? I'd love that. That's an idea. Look, this is yours. You know, you guys who are members of this channel, this is your thing. So I wouldn't mind having 4 or 5, fans to come on and just enjoy it. I think that would be a cool thing. We can definitely make that happen. All right, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you again at 9 p.m. tonight. So 3 hours, and we're going to get Ichibaka on, and we're going to talk a little Star Wars. All right, guys.